Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? My name is Jesse, and welcome to Questionable Sports. I will be with you until I'm done talking. How about that? We should be having Scotty join us pretty soon. Putting on my visor, but it looks a little dirty. That's that all? You're funny. I hope everybody's having a good day. If you're not, too bad, so sad. Hey, Mom, how you doing today? Trying to dust off my visor here a little bit. Got a little dust on it. Anyways, let's get started with what we got. What we gonna talk about today? All right. Welcome again. Welcome back. We're gonna do some Cowboys recap. What to watch? Let's spin that wheel and see what we're gonna talk about. Scotty's topics. We're gonna do the top 25 to 11 today in college football. We got the question of the day. We got the important dates, and of course, this is my show, so I'll have the last word. All right. So let's get started with Cowboys recap. And unfortunately, the Cowboys lost. That's right. They lost 31 to 21 against the Los Angeles Rams. It wasn't a pretty game if y'all watched it. I know I did. I didn't watch the whole game. I'm not going to sit there and lie to y'all. I watched the first quarter, maybe a little bit of the second quarter. After that, it was more of a on and off type thing. I was looking at it, not looking at it. So, but what I did watch, it's same old Cowboys. Same old, same old. I know it's preseason, but I still got to practice me. This is my preseason practicing for what I'm going to say when regular season happens. So I'm going to talk like if it's a regular season game. Cowboys did not look very well. They could not stop the run. As always, the same old shit like I just said. Also, another thing they couldn't do is they couldn't get off the field on third downs. They'll get them to third down, and then they couldn't get off the field. They make Stanton Bennett, the quarterback for the Rams, look like a superstar quarterback. I'm not saying he's not a good quarterback, but they made him look like he was going to be the next big thing in NFL. He's not going to be the starting quarter for the Rams. Don't forget they got Stafford. He's the starting quarterback for the Rams. They didn't play a lot of their starters, and again, the Cowboys starters weren't out there. So, especially on the defense, Michael wasn't out there. Um, Diggs, Bland, they weren't out there. Our safety's still trash. Linebackers played pretty well. What's his name? Gosh dang it, I can't think of his name. Nah, I'm not gonna even try. But he's a linebacker out of Notre Dame. He played well. Defensive tackles didn't look good. I was looking at number 41. That's our second round pick out of Boston College. He did all right. He didn't get a lot of pressure on the quarterback either. And again, he's he's going against second string linemen, and he can't get pressure on the quarterbacks. Kind of questionable. I know Michael played his first year, and he was getting pressure on the quarterback right off the bat. So I'm not gonna say he's not gonna be good. He's just we got to get some learning in. Hopefully, he can get some more practice and get better. I mean, that's what we practice for, right? So um, also Joe Milton. And I told y'all if y'all what you call I like the quarterback. I think he's a good quarterback. He went 17 for 29, 143 yards, one touchdown, one interception. Um, if you watch the game, you would see in Milton it was just an up and down game for him. He would look like he was really good, and then again he'll look like what the hell was that? I felt like he was trying to force balls down the field, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Forcing the ball down the field because what do we always talk about? I know a lot of fans when with Dak say that he don't throw the ball down the field enough. He don't throw the deep ball. Milton, he loves throwing the deep ball. So um, the fact that I think he was forcing a little bit too much, and then his accuracy, he was throwing the balls high. Again, none of the starters played on offense too, so it was all backups. But one thing that I noticed in this offense is they're the tight end is gonna be used a lot. So our tight ends draft, fantasy football draft, you might want to look at Cowboys tight ends. I think they're going to use them a lot. Running game, couldn't get it going until late. And then when it was late, it was what, third, fourth quarter. We're going against third and fourth stringers. So, again, if we're going to talk like it was a regular season game, fourth quarter, third quarter, running game was picking up. They ran the ball better. Defense is getting tired. So that was a plus side, a plus thing, I guess you could say. But it's Dak play out to me. Dak plays better when he has a running game. If you look at when the Cowboys went 13-3, or that was, I think it was 13-3. Dak had a great running back, Zeke, great running game, great offensive line, good receivers. He didn't have the great receivers. He had good receivers. He had one great receiver, and then other ones that filled in. But I just I just feel like it's going to be a tough running game. Blue was hurt, so he didn't play. He may not play this week either, this Saturday. Who else was out? Of course, none of the starters. But the running backs, they did. They went running back by committee. They think that 6 running backs that ran. Malik Davis was the best. I think he ran 90 yards. He was averaging 9 yards a carry. So that's a really good thing. That's a good thing. And he wasn't even projected to be in the top 3 running backs. So if he has a good game this week, maybe we can start thinking about maybe having been 1 or 2, 3. So we'll see. But what screen am I on? I'm talking. Finna eat some ice cream. I love ice cream. I love me some ice cream. But I gotta stay away from the ice cream. Gotta eat a little healthier. I'll eat ice cream, don't get me wrong. I'm just gonna eat it. I'm not won't eat it all the time. What else was out there? Let's see. They look good. Still can't stop the ball. Said that. Can't get off the field. This week they're playing the Ravens. So, one thing I want to see looking into going into this game, if I want to talk to it from a preseason perspective as a fan, I want to see them run the ball a little bit more. Banana pecan. I know you never let us eat that. Every now and then I'll get it just because, despite you not letting us eat it, I'm gonna get this because my mom won't let us eat none of hers. Um, but yeah, just start the running game early. Don't wait until the third, fourth quarter start the running game start working. Um, and then on defense, just get off the field on third downs. That was the one of the toughest things I feel like the Cowboys couldn't do was get off the field on third downs. If you get them to third downs, like shit, come on. You just gotta make one stop, get off the field, your offense is right back on the field. Another thing is, I think if the offense runs the ball little bit more, keeps the defense off the field, um, and we don't have to worry about them trying to be scoring all these points against the Cowboys. I think the first like 3 or 4 drives, LA scored. So why is that like that? You see that little? Like it's on this side. It's on this side. You see that right there? I don't like that. So, but anyways, block it. Moving right along. Next thing we got is what to watch. What to watch. This week, NFL, we got Tennessee versus Atlanta Friday at 6 o'clock. There's no NFL game tomorrow. I actually thought there was, but there's not. Friday, 6 o'clock, NFL Network. Um, that's at 6, and then Cincy Washington Monday Night Football, ESPN 7 o'clock. So they're gonna have some Monday Night Football this week. Don't forget Ravens Cowboys 6 o'clock Saturday. It's gonna be on local channels. I don't think it's gonna be on NFL Network. Um, but yeah, they should have some on the local channels. Baseball Rangers. Damn, Rangers ain't playing very well right now. They lost again today. But their next game is Friday, 6 o'clock against the Blue Jays. Hopefully they can keep it up. Or not keep it up. I don't want them to keep losing. Drinking some water. In college football, ooh, there is no college football this week, but there is high school. High school Milton out of Georgia versus Buford out of Georgia Thursday. That's actually tomorrow night at 6 o'clock on ESPN. Which I do like watching some high school football. So if you ain't got nothing to do tomorrow night, watch some ESPN. Put it on some high school football. These are players that are going to be, and they'll talk. Some of the players, they ain't going to talk to the players, but they'll tell you who they're going to play for, who they committed to play for next year in college. Some of them haven't even committed yet. So these are some powerhouses in Georgia. Not I'm not, next weekend. I think there may be one more high school, but the following weekend there's some more. There is some more. That's because that's going to be the start of the NFL's not NFL. I'm sorry, college football. That's going to be week 0, but they also throw in some high school football in there to kind of kill some time. So you want to watch some high school? You got some next week. Um, but now it's time to switch it up and spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel. I changed it up. Instead of putting taking a shot like that one, it says take a drink. Woo! I'm glad I changed that up because that'd have been bad. I am drinking. I have a drink right here, and in my Baylor glass, it's a vodka Red Bull. So taking a drink. It's probably like it's a double shot with some vodka in it. I mean, double shot of vodka with some Red Bull in it. Spin the wheel. We gonna talk about football. Whoop whoop. All right. What do you think of Jerry Jones saying the Cowboys are a soap opera 365 days a year? Kind of bullshit is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I get it. You want the Cowboys to be relevant. If what's that old saying? Um, Bad news is still good news as long as you're being talked about. At some point, you're like, as a fan, you're like, okay, I get it. You want to be relevant, but I want wins. I'm tired of the losing. I'm tired of every year expecting our expectations as fans, and I know for me as being a fan is a Super Bowl. Now I'm a realist, and I can sit there and say I don't think this team's gonna make it to the Super Bowl this year. But at the same time, I'm gonna go into every game rooting for them to win. But if you're gonna sit there and think of this organization as a soap opera instead of the team as a team a business, or think of your fans, then you're going to lose fans, and that's what's happening right now. He's starting to lose a bunch of fans, and it's starting to show. If you watch back in the day, training camp, them stands they have a training camp used to be full, bunch of fans out there cheering. If you look now, it's you see it more at a high school game than what's going on at that Cowboys training camp. So I hate to say it, but Cowboys fan base is falling off. Granted, I'm going to root for the Cowboys no matter what. You can tell, boom, I my shirt, Cowboys. I'm a all day, every day, bleed blue. To the day I die. I'm a bleed Cowboys. I'm never going to jump ship. Never going to talk bad about them. But I tell you one thing, it sure is getting frustrating. Has to defend them every goddamn year. So, and you, and that's why that's one thing I don't understand is how you don't understand that winning is going to bring you more money. Because I think he's worrying more about money than winning. I think Denzel said something about it. People have been talking about it. I haven't heard it. I need to hear what he said. But yeah, they were saying Denzel said something, and I gotta figure out what he said. Give me 1 second. There it goes. It feels better. It's a little better. So yeah, um, that's how I feel about that. I don't see Cowboys as a soap opera. I see the Cowboys as a team, a team that I root for, as a team that I wish they could win, put winning first instead of drama. But right now, that's what he wants. He rather has the drama. That's why this whole Michael Parsons dilemma is going on. And it's frustrating. And I understand if any of y'all are frustrated out there because I know I am. And I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm a season ticket holder. So I'm actually spending tons of money on this team that doesn't give the owners don't give a shit about. Spinning the wheel before I start getting mad. I'll take a drink though. They better not say take a drink. Football. Hey, damn it! I only got 3 football topics. I think is there a way to eliminate once it goes off? I wonder. I gotta look that up. Um, what do you think of Michael Penix fighting at a joint practice? You know, I get it. You want to be a team leader and you want to show your team that hey, um, I'm in. If y'all fighting, I'm fighting. But you're also the quarterback, and if you get hurt, you hurt your hand, break your hand trying to punch somebody, you're out for a while. Now, what kind of leader are you showing then? Um, like I said, I get it, but I think that was dumb. I think it was dumb for him to do that. He shouldn't have been out there trying to fight. He shouldn't be think about the longevity and not the situation. I haven't seen what anybody else has said, but I know he was in the joint out there fighting. I just think it's so stupid. Don't do that. As a quarterback, don't do that because your hands is basically everything. You break a hand, you break a pinky, you're not going to be the same until it heals. You're not going to play until it heals. So I understand you want to be a leader. Be a leader by separating your team, pulling your team away. That's how you be a leader. But that, yeah, that was dumb. I think that's one of the stupidest things I heard today. And I hear a lot of stupid things. Take a drink. Whoop whoop. Like taking drinks. Spinning the wheel. Damn. I'm glad I didn't say put it. I'm glad I changed that. Taking a drink. We got basketball. All right. What do you think of the NBA's opening night schedule? They got the Rockets versus the Thunder and the Warriors versus the Lakers. I think that Rockets Thunder game might be a high scoring game. I think it's gonna be an offensive game. If you like scoring, that's a game to watch. They're gonna be going back and forth. You got the defending champions Thunders going against the Houston Rockets. They're gonna go back and forth. They're gonna be scoring. So that might be a good game to start off the NBA season with. But then you go to the next game, you got the Lakers and who did I say? Warriors. If the Warriors were the old Warriors, I'm like, oh hell yeah, this might be a good game. But they're not going to be the same Warriors. They're older. They're not exciting like they used to be. I mean, I think Steph Curry's still good. Draymond Green is okay, but they don't have it. That's all they got. And then on the Lakers side, I'm tired of watching LeBron. He's old. Luca, again, I like Luca as a player. Am I going to root for the Lakers? No. Still going to be a Mavs fan. Always will be a Mavs fan, no matter what. Um, like I said, I may not like the organization, but I'm still going to root for the team they throw out there. Same with the Cowboys. I'm not going to like the organization, but I'm still going to root for whoever they throw out there. So that's that's my take on that. I know I didn't. That's not something we were talking about. We were talking about opening night. The first game is gonna. I think is gonna be good. After that, I'm not. I may not even watch the Lakers Warriors game. I just don't think it's gonna be that good. So still waiting on Scotty to join. Not sure when he will join. Thought he said he was gonna be on early. He might be still eating football. This is actually my last one. So if it lands on football, I gotta make something up. Um, in college football, they will be cracking down on fake injuries, and that was a big problem. It's been a big problem in college football. They're faking injuries just to get a timeout or to slow down a team that's put running a hurry up because there's a lot of teams in college that run the hurry up offense. And they do that just to keep. Hey, if we're rolling, let's keep rolling. Or they got a bad um, team out there. They got their second string out there, or one of their best players is not in the game. So they'll keep rolling, and then next thing you know, somebody will go down. And it was crazy. What's crazy if you see the highlights, it's just so obvious. You'll see a player just standing there, and then all of a sudden he'll go down. He'll fall to the ground and be like faking like he's hurt, and it is obvious. So they're going to be cracking down on that. I believe it's going to be a 15-yard penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct. And if they keep doing it, somebody's going to get ejected. I think was it Ole Miss? Was it Ole Miss last year? I think Scotty would know if he was there. I think it was Ole Miss last year. They had got in trouble a little bit for it, for faking injuries. So I think he just joined right now. Is that you, Scotty?
What's up?
I told you. I know it's Scotty when I hear it. Send me some applause your way. Hey, Scotty, I was just talking about because the spin the wheel landed on football, and they
Yeah.
said in college football they'll be cracking down on fake injuries. Was it Ole Miss last year they got in trouble for faking the injuries,
Uh,
or was it
yeah.
somebody else?
I'm pretty sure it was Ole Miss. But
That
yeah, they made a there's a bunch of new rules for that.
yeah. So I was just reading a little bit about that before we got on here. So I was like, whoa, about time. And it sucks because like you said, if you see the highlights, you'll see some of the players just all of a sudden just go down. Nobody touched them. The play didn't even go their direction. They'll just go down on a knee. Like, oh, dude, come on now. So, um, one of the things you missed too, Scotty, was quarterback for the Falcons, Michael Penix, fighting at a joint practice. I was like, I'm like, are you serious? Like, I get it. You're trying to prove that you're a quarterback, you're a leader of the team, and you're showing that you got fight, you got that tenacity. But at the same time, you are the leader. You are the quarterback. If you go in there and throwing a punch and hit somebody's helmet, you could break your hand. How stupid is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it. That I was just saying, I get it. I understand you trying to be a leader, but my way is, you want to be a leader, get in there, pull your guys out of there, tell them to stop fighting. Don't be in there throwing punches and get breaking your hand. So,
Yeah. Going back to the faking injuries
yes,
for a
sir.
second.
Yes, sir.
Um, the SEC is fining teams
Oh, if
as
they,
well.
oh,
It's 50,000 for the first offense, 100,000 for the second, and then possible suspension for
dang,
repeat violators.
that's good. Get the. I mean, I I guess at the time it was a tactic you can use, but now that
Yeah. Yeah.
now
Now it's,
let's get it out of the game. You're
yeah.
killing momentum. You're killing the fun of the game. If you can't stop them, figure something out. Don't cheat the game. Don't cheat the system. So,
Yeah.
uh, and I changed the spin the wheel. Instead of saying take a shot, I said take a drink. And I'm glad I did. I done landed on it 3 times already. Shit, I'm gonna be drunk. I ain't trying to be drunk. So spin the wheel. Baseball. Baseball doesn't have a lot going on. That's what kind of I can
The
see why.
Rangers are
Huh?
the Rangers are still hanging in there.
Yeah, but they lost today.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're hanging in there, but they're not right now.
barely.
They're in a losing streak. Well, they
Yeah,
won the other day. They won out of the last 7 games. I think they won one. They're 1-6 in the
yeah,
last
they got
7 games. Baseball. Oh, and that's one of the topics. After saying Rangers are looking good, they are starting to lose. That's what I wrote down. Yeah,
yeah,
they're not looking too hot right now. Um, they Garcia went on the IL, so injury list. So I'm not. He has an ankle injury right now, so he's down. But it's not just him; it's just everybody just not hitting at the right time. Like there'll be a couple of batters that be like they'll be on, boom, boom, and then you have these other 4 or 5 batters who ain't on it right now. I look. Rangers are batting 2.2446. That's 27th in the league. Their
yeah,
pitching is number 1. Rangers pitch. Believe this or not. Believe this or not, ladies and gentlemen. Rangers pitchers are number 1 in ERA in the Major League Baseball.
Yep.
How many times, and as a Rangers fan, that I can never remember, Rangers had the best pitching staff.
Now they just need to they just get the bats going and they
Exactly,
can
and
make a
the
run.
crazy thing is they have bats. The batters they have proven to be good batters, clutch batters, batters that hit in good situations, batters who can hit with power, batters who can hit for singles. You know, it's just crazy that they just cannot get on the same page. And
Yeah.
I feel like, and I said this before, if they can get on the same page, they're going to be a tough team to beat, and and hopefully they get hot in the playoffs because they got to make it there first. But if they can get hot, I'm telling you, that it'll be a fun team to watch. Spin of the
Oh
wheel,
yeah.
get me there. Already got me running hot. Football. We land on football. I already got done with my topics, but Scotty's here. Scotty, go ahead and tell us about the Giants. Recap on the Giants
Yeah.
game.
All right. Yeah. Let me get hold on.
Hold on, he's
I
pulling
would.
up his stats.
Yeah. I can say that they are doing joint practices with the Jets this week because they play them on Saturday. I think it's Saturday. And yesterday the offense didn't look good. Um,
That makes me smile.
defense was, man, the Justin Fields couldn't do anything. The Jets defense, I mean offense, couldn't move the ball. So defense will be good. Um,
Mom said hi, Scotty.
hello.
But go ahead.
Um, but yeah, Russell Wilson looked not great. He first three snaps was 2 sacks and an interception.
Dang,
And
that's
then
bad.
Dart's been looking a lot better. Um, and then today it was offense did look a little better. They're without Malik Neighbors, of course, and then Scadaboo's probably won't play in preseason at all because he's still on the
Dealing,
injured list.
yeah, he is dealing with the hamstring injury.
Yeah. So yeah, without the offense, without Malik Neighbors, and then Andrew Thomas, who's their best offensive lineman, their offense is not good. And yeah, Andrew Thomas is having he's always had trouble staying healthy. I don't think he's ever played a full season. So,
Dang, that's not good. Injury prone.
but
I know a few of those.
yeah, yeah. But their draft, I don't remember what round they picked him in, but Marcus Bowe,
Mm-hmm.
he's really stepped up at the tackle spot. He plays right and left, and he's been looking really good. So that's a little bit of hope for the offensive line.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the stats against Buffalo, Russell Wilson started. He just played one first drive. He was 6 for 7 for 28 yards. It was mostly just check downs. And then Jackson Dart was 12 for 19, 150 yards and a TD. And he actually also led the team with rushing yards for 24 rushing yards. And then running back, Dante Miller had 80 receiving yards and 7 catches. And then
Nice.
he plays kick return. And then Abdul Carter only played 3 snaps, but he had 3 pressures on 3 snaps.
Dang.
That
Next
was
big
that was
thing.
good. Yeah, that's all really is going on with the Giants right now.
All right.
I
Very
think
nice. We'll
I think
spend
they should get a
what
win against the Jets.
in the preseason. Very
Yeah,
nice.
on Saturday.
Yep. Let's spin that wheel and see what it comes up. Last one, and then we'll move on. Football. Cowboys play this weekend. That's all I got for football. We
Yeah,
already went through
we
all our
played.
topics. Oh, you weren't here for the first one though, Scotty. Let's see. Oh, it was the one I said Jerry saying Cowboys are so popular 365 days a year, and I said
Yeah,
I said the fans are getting tired of that. They want wins. They don't give a shit about no drama. Uh,
yep,
the what you call those this drama's starting to get old. Everybody wants Michael to be signed already. Oscar, what's going on? Thank you for joining. He said if Scott likes New York, he should support the Bills. Can't go wrong with Josh Allen. The Bills are in Buffalo.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Buffalo Bills.
But when I was growing up, well, the Bills, I guess in the '90s were good. They just couldn't win the Super Bowl.
They won one time, or was that in the 80s? Was that?
No, they lost four. They lost four straight.
But oh, you're talking about Buffalo. Buffalo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Buffalo.
yeah. Yep. Against two against the Cowboys, one against the Redskins. Oh, I mean, well, they were the Redskins at the time, but Commanders,
They
and
lost one to the Giants.
one to the Giants. Yep. Damn, all of them lost to the NFL East, NFC East.
Yeah.
But moving right along, it's time
Yeah,
for Scotty's topic. Go ahead, Scotty. It's all yours.
All right. We are going to do over under.
Over under.
I'm going to name some teams. You just tell me they're over or under
Yes, sir.
for wins. And then I have four special ones at the end.
Oh, special. I like special.
Or, yeah, two bonus ones. The first one is San Francisco.
San Francisco.
They didn't have a great season last year. They lost a lot of players. But their win total right now is 10.5.
Ooh. I know they just signed Brock Purdy. McCaffrey, or not, is that his name? McCaffrey should be back this year, healthy. But I think that's really all they got. Ayuk is not going to be back until at least week 4, from the last I saw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go under. I just don't. They're deep. They lost a lot on defense. They lost a lot on offense. Their offensive line is not going to be great. So I'm gonna go under 10. You said 10.5 this week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm gonna
keep
go
track
under.
and we can go back and look.
Yeah.
All right, next team is Jacksonville.
Ooh,
One of the
Travis
worst
Hunter.
teams last year. They were at 7.5 wins this season.
Jacksonville, 7.5 is what they're at.
Yeah.
Oh man. Even with Travis Hunter, you know what? I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. I'm gonna go over. I think they're gonna be better.
Yeah, their only question is quarterback.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
He's.
What's crazy? You know what's crazy? And I'm not trying to knock him, but at the same time, they still put him as a top quarterback.
Yeah.
So
I just finished my first fantasy draft.
Oh, did you? Don't tell me you got Trevor Lawrence.
No, nope, I skipped over him.
Okay. Oscar says yes, he agrees. They did do some damage control. They had Purdy. I said Purdy on a rookie contract. Yeah, that's the only reason they signed all these. They had all these be able to sign other players because they had him on that rookie contract. Now they have to pay him, and they let Debo go.
Yeah, Debo's gone.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't really do much. I looked at his stats. I think the other day, or I think I wrote him down. I think he had like 700 and something yards receiving.
Yeah.
So he wasn't doing much. He's just more of a gadget guy. So I'm kind of interested to see how Washington's going to use him. They're going to use him as primary.
Huh? Yeah, he's a short yardage.
Yeah. And they use him like that. So I don't know. We'll see how Washington use him, but
yeah. All right.
They still got Kittle though. They still got Kittle, but I'm still gonna go under. But I'm sorry.
Over on or under on San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go under. Over on Jacksonville.
All right. Next one is the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. They won 12 games last year. They're 11.5 this year.
You know what? I hate they're 11.5 this year. I hate to say this, but I think they might go over on that one. I think they're probably the best team in the NFC East. Cowboys are not going to be great. Giants, they're still trying to get there. Washington still trying to get there. So I hate to say this, but I think they're gonna have to be. They might be over.
Yeah, I think so. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I hate to say that. I hate to say fucking. I wish they lose every game. I don't want nobody I don't want nobody to get hurt. That's one thing I always say. I don't want no players to
Yeah.
get hurt, nobody to, lose, be out for the season and shit like that. But I don't want
Yeah.
them to win.
Well, last season was the first season that Barkley's played all 17
Yeah.
games.
Well, they had a good offensive line to block from.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do we always say? I mean, I know y'all heard us say this before with the Giants, and I said it to Scotty every year. If y'all had an offensive line, y'all might be a better team.
Yeah. It'll be better this year. It won't be great, but it'll be better than it has been. All right, next team this is the lowest. Over under New Orleans is 4.5.
Ooh, New Orleans. New Orleans. I don't know. I feel sorry for Kellen Moore because they gave him a sorry team.
Yeah.
Who,
Yeah.
who's their starting quarterback? Who is their starting quarterback? It ain't Rattler.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Rattler.
He played terrible. Did you see the preseason game? If it's him, that's why I was like, I don't think it's him. Mom, I didn't see the game, the Detroit and Falcons game. But I heard about that player that got hurt. So
Yeah, I saw that.
He's fine though. He's in concussion protocol. It just happens, it's football is a violent sport. We all know this. We've all seen it. I mean, we remember the Bills game, was the Bills Chiefs game when everybody was excited. Monday Night Football game, I think, or Sunday Night Football game. I can't remember. And everybody was excited, and then Hamlin, had that heart attack.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just happens. It's a violent game. You're running full speed. Duck your head. I've had that where I hit somebody and felt like numbness go through my body for a quick second. Not fun.
Yeah.
4.5. Man, it's crazy to sit there and say they started off strong last year. Remember, they kicked the shit out of the Cowboys.
Yeah.
They think they were the best offense for the first 3 weeks, and then after that, the defense figured them out, and they were just a terrible team after that. 4.5. Fuck, that's a good one, Scotty. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna say they're gonna get the number one pick next year. I'm gonna go under.
All right.
They might be get the number one
One
pick.
of the few games the Giants win. Giants play them this year.
Do the Cowboys play them? The Cowboys don't play them.
It'll be a Winston revenge game.
You think he'll play? They ain't gonna be playing him.
I don't know if he'll play.
Yeah.
Maybe by week 5 he might, depending on how Wilson does the first 4 games.
I think the way Dart's been playing, they might have him the number 2 quarterback. To be honest with you, I mean, nothing to say negative about Wilson, but Dart's been balling out. So
yeah. All right, next one, New York Giants 5.5.
Giants 5.5. 5.5. I'm gonna go under. They're gonna be they're gonna get the number 2 pick.
I think we'll get at least 6 wins.
6. I mean, your defense is gonna be solid, but
yeah,
I already went over with the Eagles. I can't go over with the Giants too, man.
Yeah, the defense is what's gonna keep us in games. I think.
Yeah. I think the only thing that's probably questionable is maybe what your corners, safeties.
Our DBs are not great.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that's gonna be questionable. I think Cowboys can hold up just a little bit against the Giants, they should be able to put some points on the Giants. But again, I'm going under with the Giants.
All right, Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys. They're what? 7.5.
7.5.
Oh, I'm going over. They're going to be 17-0. 17-0. I'm going over.
Next, this was to the person, or next to our people.
Okay.
Dak Prescott. 27.6 TDs.
27.6 TDs
for this season.
I'm gonna go over. If he can stay healthy, he can easily get 35.
If he can stay healthy, then
He'll have 35 touchdowns, 20 interceptions.
all right, so you going over on that?
Yep.
And last one, Abdul Carter, 10 and a
Carter.
half sacks.
How many?
10 and a half.
Ooh, 10 and a half. That's kind of high for a rookie.
Yeah.
Damn it. He's going to play. Oh. I'm going to go under. I think his first year he may have 8 sacks. But
yeah.
I think he'll have a lot of pressures. I think he'll have a ton of pressures. But I don't think he'll have a ton of sacks.
He's getting in the backfield almost every snap during the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, but we saw Dak was doing that at the beginning of the season, but then towards the end, you know, his conditioning kind of fell off, being beat up, getting double teamed. I think was going to happen with Carter. At the beginning, he's going to have more sacks, 4 or 5 sacks, and then everybody's like, we got to double this guy.
But then now we have Brian Burns. You got Brian Burns and Thibodeau. You got to worry about too.
Yeah, well, it depends on who. I think they're going to go off of who's the sack leader. So
yeah,
if Abdul Carter's coming off strong, because they're gonna start off with Thibodeau because he's proven. They're like, shit, we got to watch them. But we still got this other guy over here. Let's see what he could, let's see if he's gonna be giving us pressure. But if teams are smart, they can adjust. And some teams, like Cowboys, past coaches never adjusted. That's one thing that pissed me off. So, all right, that is Scotty. Or
yeah, that's all I have.
All right, I've written that all down. Now it's time to move on to top 25 to 11. So I hope y'all read this. This is
the AP, the new AP poll came out the other day.
Yep. I didn't see it, so I don't know. Well, I saw it today, but I'm talking about I didn't see when it came out at the time. But I know everybody was talking about Texas being number 1, and it's the first. I didn't realize it was the first time Texas was number 1 ever. That just tells you what kind of program, not about Texas, but about what the programs in college football in general. How there's so many great teams out there, and it's crazy because Texas has won a national championship since Vince Young, and I can't remember what year was that. 05? Was that 05?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Later than that. I can't remember what year it was. My wife may know, but she's not right here right now. But all right, we'll start with yours, Scotty.
All right.
I'll let you go ahead and start naming your top 25. I just got them all already on the screen already, but you can go ahead and name them off.
I just go through all of them?
Yeah.
All right. At number 25, I picked Tulane. I think they'll have a pretty stellar season. I do have a couple of honorable mentions.
Okay.
Probably my first 3 out would be, shoot, I forget. I know one was Baylor, Utah, and I think Texas Tech.
Okay. See, this is what I say, guys. When it comes to, the smarts, listen to Scotty. If you want to be like me and go with your heart, don't listen to me. But go ahead, Scotty.
All right, yes, number 25, Tulane. 24, Tennessee. 23, Boise State. 22 is Iowa State. 21, Indiana. 20, Ole Miss. 19, Oklahoma. 18, Texas A&M. 17, I was kind of debating. I think it might be a little bit high, but I have SMU.
So you think that's high? You would drop him lower?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay.
K-State is at 16. Arizona State at 15. I know a lot of people have them lower, but people are expecting them to be good this year. Last year, they just flew under the radar.
They did. But they have a good quarterback coming back.
Yeah. But teams weren't really expecting it. No, I think this year, they have a target on their back. So
yeah. Okay.
That's why I have them at 15. And Florida at 14, South Carolina at 13, Illinois at 12, and Michigan at 11.
We are different. So I have Baylor, of course. I go with my heart. I got to put Baylor in there, even if it's at 25. I got Baylor at 25. I have Boise State at 24. 23 is Tennessee. We just got those two flip flop right there. I got Indiana at 22, and then I got Oklahoma 21. I don't believe in Oklahoma. I still don't think. I know people are riding high on their quarterback. I just don't. I don't know. It's a prove it
Yeah,
to
we
me
haven't
type
really
thing.
seen.
So, Iowa State at 20. Ole Miss at 19. And what do you got? You got Ole Miss 20. Okay. 18. I
Yeah,
got Texas A&M. We got eight. Both got 18 on A&M. 17. I got Michigan. You had them at 11. I have it at 17. Michigan again. That's another team that I just don't think they just they're gonna have to
I think
prove
they'll
it,
be.
huh?
I think they'll be better than last
I
year.
think they will too, but I just don't. I hate to say it, I think they're gonna lose games that they should win. There's gonna be
Yeah,
one game they're gonna lose that they should win.
they'll probably drop at least one.
Yep. I got 16. I got Illinois. You got them at 12. 15. I got Kansas State. You got them at 16. 14. I got Florida. We both got it. Florida at 14. And then you said you dropped SMU. I actually got them at 13. And this one's the one that is probably going to surprise you. At 12, I got Miami. I dropped them out of the top 10. And then 11, I got Arizona State because I still feel like Arizona State, even though they lost Scatterboo, and you're all right, they're going to have a target on the back. But then again, they're still in the Big 12. I feel like they're going to be
Yeah,
good in the Big 12. So that's my 25 to 11. That's Scotty's 25 to 11. If y'all agree with this, you damn right. We know what we're talking about. If you don't agree with us, fuck off. So, but I mean, we have some in common. Like I said, Miami. I just again, some of these teams, like I said, Michigan, we have a big difference in, and SMU. But SMU, I just like the team. I think they're going to be a solid team, especially in the ACC, a not so strong ACC. Um, and then Michigan, they're in a tough Big Ten. So,
yeah.
so that's
Well, also
why.
another sneaky team that could possibly make it is Georgia Tech.
See, and that's the thing.
Possibly make it into the top
Yeah,
25.
the thing with Georgia Tech is they're another team that they will fight you. Now we always talk about teams that will fight. We talk about Iowa State, Kansas State, because I watched the Big 12 for forever. So those teams are like scrappy teams. That's a Georgia Tech team. If you like
Yeah,
scrappy teams, that's another team that you can look at as Georgia Tech because
yeah.
they would find a way to win or make a game close
Was it Georgia they played last year when they went like
down to the
seven
wire.
seven overtimes or whatever it was?
I don't remember. Was it? I know they fight everybody tough.
Yeah,
So again, it depends. And some people ask me, I don't know what team to root for. It's like it depends on what you like. There's so many different styles of football in college football. That's what's crazy. If you like high power scoring offenses, they got those. If you like dominant defense, they got those. If you like scrappy defenses or scrappy teams, they got those. If you like cupcakes, they got plenty of those. So it's all on what you like.
yep.
All right. What we got next? Question of the day, Scotty.
All right.
The question of the day is: who was your favorite teacher in school? Since it's starting the school season, we have another school question. So think about that. What was your favorite teacher in school? As we go over important dates. First thing, Major League Baseball. Again, I got a trading deadline that's over. There's not much going on in baseball. One thing that's going on, they announced that October 24th is going to be the first day of the World Series. So that's going to be game number one. Not sure who's going to
Yeah.
be in it, of course, but that's going to be game one, October 24th. NCAA college football again, first game October 23rd, Iowa State versus Kansas State, ESPN at 11 o'clock. Again, it's gonna be. I feel like it's
August.
gonna be a good game. August, huh?
You said October.
Oh, I bet August 23rd, not October. August 23rd. Again, this game These are two teams that me and Scott already talked about being scrapping, who will fight to the end. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a good game, and they're both ranked. So we both
Yep.
had them in our top 25 through 11. Did you have yours? You had them in there.
Yeah, I had both of them.
Yep. NFL news: first game again September 4th, Thursday. Cowboys versus Eagles. Go Cowboys! And our fantasy football draft August 31st. We will be streaming that live. I will be on here. Scotty said he would join to talk about some of his picks he's doing. Maybe tell you his strategy. I don't know. I'll tell you mine's. Pick who's best available. Now you can't. You know what's crazy? Sometimes you can't do that just because it depends on what you need. Because
Yeah,
sometimes the best guy available is like, well, I don't need a
I
run
usually
quarterback
wait
this.
till I usually wait till I get all my slots filled, and then I just start going best available
Yeah, yeah. I
after
I normally
I
try
got
to get.
everyone.
I normally um I do the same thing too. But if there's a quarterback still available, I grab another quarterback. So I have two quarterbacks, even though my full slot's not fully slotted, just because quarterbacks. I'm not gonna say there's a lot of them. You can pick a lot of them, but if you have an opportunity to have two great quarterbacks, you can't play them at the same time, but you can sit there and swap them out. That's always a plus.
Yeah,
And if somebody needs a quarterback, you can always trade because if a quarterback goes down, or if your quarterback even goes down, you always have that backup. That's a good one, a good one, not one that's maybe a good one. So um, that's it for important dates. Go back to the question of the day. Who was your favorite teacher? Scotty, do you have one?
yeah. It was my eighth grade science. I forget what else he taught. Mr. South was his name.
Mr. South.
Yeah, he was
Oscar,
just a really cool teacher.
nice. What grade was he again?
Seventh and eighth.
Oh, nice. Um, Oscar said, "I'm drunk. I'm fired." I guess because I said October 23rd instead of August 23rd. Mom, you're absolutely right. My mom said who my favorite teacher is her name was Miss Bailey, my fifth grade teacher. She saw the diamond under the rust. Man, I was a troublemaker. I was in that principal's office almost every damn day, at least twice a week, if anything. So she had the patience to take care, to deal with that. And then by the end of the year, I was like one of the best students. I was on AB on a row and everything. So yeah, my fifth grade teacher, Miss Bailey. Um, my mom said yours is Miss Bailey, fifth grade teacher, every day after lunch. Yep, they used to call my mom every day after lunch. Hey, Jesse's acting up. Come get your son. Come get your son. I was I was never I was never like a bad kid like where I was like mean, cussing people out. I was just like a class clown, and I wouldn't shut up talking. I had what is that called when you bounce off the wall? Um, um, hyper attention disorder or whatever. I had that when I was younger, and then I got into football, and I put all my energy into that, and that just changed my life. But yeah, ADHD. Yeah, I had that shit. I had that shit, and they gave me pills. Oh, my mom didn't like me because she said when she gave me those pills, I became a zombie. All I did was just sit there and not do nothing. So she never gave me those pills
Yeah,
again. She's like, nah, that's not who I want my son to be. So yeah,
yeah,
I got like I said, they put me into football, and Miss Bailey dealing with me and having the patience to deal with me. Yeah, that was that was my favorite teacher. We used to go back. I used to see her every now and then back in the day. I'm sure she's probably passed. That's been like 20 years ago. And she was old then. I think she was in her 60s then, so she might be alive. I don't know, but yeah, that was my favorite teacher. Any of y'all out there, Mom, Oscar, any of y'all have a favorite teacher growing up? Just let me know in the chat. As I do the last word. Oh, Oscar said his sixth grade art teacher. Very nice. Art. I I only had art one time because the only reason I only had art one time is because I was in a you forgot her name. Uh I was in sports, so I didn't have many electives. I didn't have the opportunity to have many electives. Like the only other elective I had, especially in high school, was criminal justice, and that was it. And I didn't even have art in high school. I had art in middle school. I didn't. I was like the only
Well,
huh?
we could take it as an elective.
Oh yeah. Well that's one thing. Like I have football and then track, and then I only had opportunity for one elective, and I took criminal justice. So that's the only thing I had. You know, I didn't want to be art. I'm not a drawer. I was like, I don't want to be in there. And they're gonna be having to draw this and do this. I'm like, that's not me. I don't have that patience, and I have sloppy handwriting. There was other stuff I could have been acting and or whatever drama. I didn't want a drama. I'm not an actor. I can pretend to care. But that's it. So yeah, let me know if any of y'all have any teachers, your favorite teacher as we go over the last word. Scott, do you have anything else before I get say the last word?
No,
No.
that's all I have.
All right, we're at 49 to 50 subs. One more sub to get to our goal, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get out there, spread the word, tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell your grandpa, uncles, mom, dad, boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't care how you roll. Let them know. Spread the word for us. Next show will be next Wednesday. We're getting closer to college football, Scotty.
Yep. Is this our next Wednesday? Is this our last Wednesday show?
Yep. Next Wednesdays will be our last Wednesday show, and then we switch to Tuesdays and Thursdays. But that Thursday show, wait, where's my? I don't got my phone. I ain't got my count. Whichever one the Cowboys play on, we're not doing that show that day. We might move it to Wednesday. Maybe do Tuesday, Wednesday on that one, Scotty. Just because Cowboys play that Thursday night. So I don't want to be trying to do a show and watch the Cowboys at the same time.
That'd be what September 4th.
4th is the Cowboys play, so we might just do one that week and just do it that Wednesday just for that 1 week.
Yeah.
We'll discuss it. We are 22 days away from NFL kickoff. 22 days. And 10 days, Scotty. 10 days. We about to be in single digits tomorrow, Scott. Single digits in college football. And we're going to be drunk. I'm going to be drunk of happiness. I'm going to be drunk of college football. But no, not 10 days away, because 10 days away is you got only a few games playing. But still, you still got college football. Oh, my wife.
Week 0.
Yeah, huh?
So week 0.
Yeah. My wife sent me something November 1st. Have you seen the schedule for November 1st? College football?
No, I have not.
She sent me something yesterday, and I was like, "Holy shit! I didn't even realize that many games. I can't remember. I don't have my phone with me right now." But we'll look at it as we get closer to college. We'll talk about it next week then. November 1st game, a week. There's some games on that one. They're gonna be nice if everything plays out the way they it's supposed to. But it's college football. It never does. So. But that's all I got for today. Scotty, you got anything else?
No.
My mom said her 6th period teacher was math. That was her favorite teacher. Hell yeah. And Oscar said 17 days for me. For you for what? Till football starts? Oh yeah, for Texas. Yeah, Texas. You're right. Texas starts in 17 days. Yes, sir. I got something in my mouth. But I appreciate y'all all being here today. Scotty, I appreciate you being here today. Next Wednesday, we'll be back 7 o'clock. Same time, same channel, because we'll be on YouTube. That's the only channel we're on. So I appreciate y'all being here. Scotty, you have a good evening.
All right.
Oscar, Mom, everybody else who's on, thank you for joining. You have a great evening. Have a good night.
See ya.
See ya.